Okay, you ready?
No, but let's go ahead anyway.
Let's do it. All right. So we have this system. We are going to solve it using substitution. Now, to do this, what does substitution mean? Anyway,
Replace.
Put in something different.
put in something different. Replace. Like you put a sub into a
It's kinda like
game.
being on
Put a different person in.
Oh,
All right. So we're going to put in a different thing for x. Listen, guys. We're going to put in something different for x or y. So we're going to have to get x or y by itself. Which equation would be easier to get x or y by itself? The first one or the second one?
The first one.
Okay, why the first one?
Because it has no numbers already.
No numbers in front of the x or the y, right? Okay, so let's write this one down. X minus y equals negative 11. And we're gonna get x by itself because all I have to do is add y to both sides. Very simple. So x equals, what's going to be on the right hand side? Y minus 11 or
Negative
negative 11 plus y. Either way would be fine. Okay. I'm going to go with y minus 11 right
What
now.
about negative 11y?
No, that would be multiplying. You gotta
yeah.
add them or subtract them.
I'm so sorry, man.
Okay, so circle this because that's what x equals. So this is our substitution. This is our sub. We're gonna sub y minus 11 in for x in this equation. So we're gonna have 7. And what's the 7 doing to the x?
multiplying
The x is not going to be there anymore. Instead, we're subbing y minus 11 for it. So we're going to have parentheses y minus 11. I'll show you y in a minute. Plus 4y equals negative 22. Now, how does that even help us to do that?
It doesn't. You're just trying to blow our minds.
Okay, Matthew,
It
Bill.
helps you find y.
How does this help us?
Helps us find why.
Okay, Ben, you just did what Haley said. So Matthew, Bill.
All right.
Me too.
We did have x, didn't we?
What?
Right? And now we don't have x. What
Oh,
do
so
we
we're
have?
going to find the value of y with that.
Exactly. Because there's not an x in there anymore. With the x,
So now you just solve it.
yes.
Solve
With the
the
x
y.
here, we couldn't just solve it, could we?
No.
But now we can because there's just y.
So you're going to add 4y?
No, we're going to distribute the 7.
Yeah.
What is that going to be?
7y minus 7 plus 4y equals negative
Okay, what do you do with the 7y and the 4y?
You're gonna add them together.
Combine them, that's right.
Subtract 4.
So that's going to be 11y. You don't want to subtract 4y because they are on the same side of the equals. You just put them together.
Doesn't matter on which side you put it on.
No, you add the 7.
Yeah, it does.
And it'll give you 55.
11y minus 77 equals negative 22. Okay, we added the 7y and the 4y. Now we're going to get rid of the minus 77. Add 77, that's right. 11y equals 55. And then what?
Divide by 11.
So y equals
5.
55 divided by 11 is 5.
Why is this
So-
even necessary? Like, it seems like it's a little bit like extra work than just solving out the original problem.
Well, how would you solve out the original problem?
Put the x on the other side.
Yeah, you'd
But
say
you'd
that.
only find out
But then
the
you would
y.
have y equals something x, right? You wouldn't get a number.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's why we had to do it this way.
I guess that makes
Now you could get y by itself on this side, y by itself on this one, graph them, and find the intersection.
sense. Just give me
Yeah,
But-
that you need is.
You would need a graphing calculator. Okay, this was something you could do without a graphing calculator. All right, now is this the answer?
No.
I hear yes and no.
No.
Yes.
You
It's
find-
part of the answer. It's half of it. What else do we need?
you
plug y in for x or whatever.
X in for y.
No, plug
Y in.
5 in for y.
5 in for y. Very
Yeah.
good, Miguel. Very good. So 5 minus 11, right?
What?
We're just plugging 5 in here for y so that we can get x. What is 5 minus 11? Okay, so remember this is two lines that intersect, and this is where they intersect. If the ordered pair, negative 6, 5. That's your solution.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
It does make sense.
Okay, Now, if we have this system, which one would be the easiest one to solve for x or y? The first one, and what would you solve for?
Why?
Y. Okay. How about these two, Tori? Which one would be easier to solve for x or y? Top one or the bottom? And what would you solve for? X. Okay. How about Bailey? This one. What? Okay. Which one is it easy? If we're going to solve for x or for y, which one would be easier to do that? This
For
or
X.
this? But which
Just kidding.
top one or the bottom? Huh?
Because y is by itself.
Y is by itself, so we would solve for y in that one. Good. It's not necessarily all by itself. It just didn't have a number in front of it, right?
Yeah.
Now, what about that one though?
The second one.
Why is the second one easier?
Smaller numbers.
Smaller numbers. What could you divide everything by?
2.
And you'd get x plus 2y equals 9. Okay, then you could solve for the x real easily. Okay, but they have done this. They just made this really easy for you. They have taken this and already have the y by itself. And over here they have x by itself. And here they have y by itself. And here they have x by itself. So we don't have to do the first part. We're just going to sub negative 4x plus 3 in for y or x.
X. Wow.
What is it equal to?
Wow.
Y. So we're going to replace the y right here. Okay. Another way to think about this is you take this and loop it around so you go through the y to the y. Maybe that helps you remember that you're replacing y with that. So we're going to have 7x plus 2. We're not going to have that y anymore. Instead, we're going to have parentheses negative 4x plus 3.
Why wouldn't you take the 2 with you?
What do you mean?
The 2 with the X though.
You mean this 2?
Yeah.
Because it's 2 times y, and then that is y. So we're replacing that y with this. Same equation, but instead of the y, we're replacing it with negative 4x plus 3. Now you're going to multiply the 2 by everything inside there. So what's 2 times negative 4x? And then what is 2 times 3? Okay, so 7x minus 8x. What is that? What's 7x minus 8x?
1.
Negative 1x plus 6 equals 4. Okay, and then?
Minus 6.
So negative 1x equals? Almost finished. What do we need to do here? Okay, so x equals?
2.
That's part of our answer. Where are you going to plug it into?
To y.
So y equals negative 4 times 2 plus 3.
What happens if you plug it in the other equation?
It won't. Well, the other equation you could do it, but then you would have to solve. You get y by itself. This one already has y by itself. This is just easier, but you could put it back in here and do the same thing. So y equals negative 8 plus 3. What's negative 8 plus 3? Negative 5. Okay, so what is your ordered pair?
Negative
2, negative 5. Good. 2, negative 5. Okay, I'm going to get you started on 2. I'll let you finish it. Okay, which one's by itself?
X.
X. So circle what x equals.
7y plus 28.
Okay, so we're going to take this equation and what are we going to do with it?
Substitute the X for
Put parentheses.
So we're not going to have x anymore. We're going to have parentheses. And instead of x, we're going to have 7y plus 20. If it helps you, go ahead and take that x out like I did. You won't use it. Okay, then go from there and see if we can get y.